Okay, guys, finally. Whew, sketchbook time. This one is a little bit of mixed of everything, so you're going to see a lot of discombobulated, not in the proper chronological order. Everything's a mess, but I wanted to show you, okay? It's on a black about 8 by 10. This is the Artist Loft brand from Michaels. Got it a while back. It's, yep, pretty, all the pages are filled up, and you'll see how I do a sketchbook. It's not going to be your typical sketchbook, how all sketchbooks are done, but I'll show you. So the very first page, you're going to see a painting. I didn't draw this or paint this, but this is an idea. This motivates me when I look at this painting, when I look at my sketchbook, maybe what I want to see or color or just how I feel. So that's why I put them in there. Now this is done by C. Mercy. It's 19th century and it's called The Eve. It's a beautiful painting. Again, I print out stuff. I'll cut it out, put it here, and then on the next page I try to mimic it, draw it, or just keep it for later reference. So you can see I try to draw my best to get some ideas. And again, another model put on the spot. And then I wrote an affirmation on some pages, like this one. You can't see too well, but this one says, "Dear Omar of 41 years of age, I want to say I'm sorry, so sorry for not providing you the nourishment for your physical, spiritual, mental, and love. You own your own feelings. Take care of them. Let your tears fall." So I just wrote something emotional and just going through stuff, which I love writing in these too. They can be personal. Let's see. Oh, yes. So another sketch here, drawing proportions and lines. Here I try to draw a jar when I was at upstairs, and then you see my hands coming all over it and just playing with colors, iridescent watercolors. Here, more thumbs. If you can see it, just drawing thumbs here. And on that page I'm drawing, that's Joseph Solomon, and it's called The Venus of Love. Beautiful, another beautiful painting. So here, another one that I just love. It's called The Gypsy and the Parrot by Ignacio Zulaga. Beautiful. And on this page is just one thumb. It's funny, just one thumb. So, yeah. Okay. And now you'll see me start drawing a lot of heads, different heads and stuff. Just different heads. I'm going to zoom in if I can to show you. Yeah, that's pretty good. I'll move it around so you can see just the different body types. Just drawing, no references, just all using, just putting pencil to paper and trying to. You might see a lot of this page on these pages that are coming up empty. They're not. It's just light penciled, and it's just a rough draft of something I'm drawing, like a Verrazano bridge with different animals, as you'll see as I turn the page. Here, another example of looking at structures and bones and comparing it. This is a great image, so it kind of helps me measure and understand. And of course I'm drawing the arm and leg, not based on this, but just the idea of looking at that. Another great painting, really beautiful painting. Let's see if I can zoom in here and show you. This is a painting by Giovanni Boldini, and it's Mademoiselle de Nemedoff. She's a beautiful painting. So, and on the next page, when I turn it, you'll see him do another one of this gentleman. So the same guy, it's Giovanni Boldini, and this is a portrait of Giuseppe. Beautiful painting, which of course is just a printout. And now you'll see more of my creative side as I try to attempt to draw on my own, using just getting wacky with colors, seeing how I feel about it. And of course, this is my own painting right here. You can see. There is another drawing I did on my own. And then I eventually drew this guy. Of course, I got it the other way, so. And keeps drawing here, pencil, learning portraits, figure drawing, sorry. Then I drew heads. As you can see, I draw a lot of heads. These are all no photo reference, just touching pencil to paper and trying to figure it out, being creative. And you'll see dolphins on the side here. That was photo reference. These guys were photo reference. So a lot of the animals were photo reference, but these weren't. Here's another one of my favorites, just drawing faces. Made up cowboy hat. Maybe I saw a TV show and saw that while I was drawing different portrait angles. So this is a very beautiful painting that I just had to put here. It's by Frederick Layton. It's called The Nymph of Dargle. Beautiful stuff. Don't worry about this page. Mostly animals and octopuses. You'll see an octopus here, arm, tentacle. And right here is a finding proportions at any spot in your picture. Now I'm drawing it it's actually drawn, I don't know how I'm going to do this. Maybe it's this way. It might be this way. I have no idea. Yeah, it might be this way. But yeah, so it's really coming down. And this is in the Andres Loomis book, Figure Drawing for What It's Worth. So it shows you different angles. Here's another drawing I did. So this was a reference to when I got into this whole craft. I was doing these cards, and I kept drawing different animals on the Verrazano Bridge with different moons. This is a seahorse using these pencils that I got, graphite tints pencils. So these were really amazing, an amazing gift to get. Couldn't complain, could not complain. Beautiful, beautiful work. So I got these as a gift a long time ago, and still some left. They still use them. They're great when you add water to them. And a lot of this stuff was also drawn with my coal erase. So you'll see a collection of pencils here. As you can see, my little bag, that was a gift a long time ago. I still got it, but I put all my pencils and brushes, not a lot, but pencils, HB, and coal erase brushes, and I carry that, tie it up, take it on my way to go drawing in the subway or bus or where I'm at. And here's more sketching involved. This character right here is from the show Fleabag. I really like the girl, so funny, her faces, and so I try to draw her. Didn't do a great job, but I think if you saw the show, you probably know who she is. Here's another one. So I have a habit of just cutting stuff out and putting it on there, and I don't care. It just feels great. This is Luis Ricardo Falero, and this is called The Pole Star. This is a beautiful picture, and so it's motivating to look at that. This woman's on ice, and the skin tones, and just the anatomy, and her hands holding whatever. It's really good. And then next to it is a starfish this came here first, actually. So a lot of the stuff came on later, but these pictures that you see on this side is a lot that was like in 2019. Here I drew a mermaid using those graphite tint pencils, and here's more drawings here of heads. All for imagination. That was actually, yeah, these were from the graphite tint as well. Here is drawing Andrew Loomis, just drawing a weird guy, just drawing the fun. That's like a manta ray, giant manta ray. More references. Now I'm drawing narwhals. Reference. Narwhal. Reference. Shark. Now this I drew on my own from this one. So you can see I was just looking at it quickly and trying to memorize it myself and just find body points and stuff. So that's why I use it a lot. It's great to use those references for that. Here is a large orca. Beautiful. Love that blue that I used here. And now just drawing. Here's just drawing, trying to pick up and learn making my own heads and faces. This is an elf. And then you can see I'm trying to do what Andrew Loomis does. He kind of just breaks it down in proportions. 8 heads measuring, egg shape top part, and then disc for the legs, and just an easy way of looking at things. Here's a giant squid I was trying to do on my own. And then these are just motion parts that he does. I know that it's showing you in a different angle, but that's how I have it for now. Here's a giant squid I painted, I made on my own, so really like that. Here's another, yeah, this is the Andrew Loomis. So you can see from here how he's showing you the mannequin part. So that's part 3. This is part 2. And part 1 was somewhere around here. I probably skipped it. But anyway, yeah. So here's another turtle. I drew a turtle. I can show you that as well too. Oh, here's a painting I really, really liked. It's called Moon Nymph by Luis Ricardo Falero. It's a beautiful painting of a girl being pushed in the, I mean, she's pushing in the moon. And of course, my take on the Brooklyn Bridge using those beautiful graphite tin pencils. Another model I just used as a reference. Now you'll see a lot of these inks. This was because in Inktober I was just understanding it. I really didn't understand Inktober at the time, and I didn't really care for it too much because it's, you know, it's just, I don't know, it's great to challenge yourself, but I don't know if I was feeling it. Here's another reference I use, model reference. Here's a fun creative, I had fun with that Inktober, just making up my own stuff. This was probably a prompt that I wasn't paying attention to. I don't remember. Bait, it was called. The prompt in 2019 was bait. And there's another one with ice cubes. And there's a reference on the side. Another reference, photo reference. And then this one's another Inktober. This one was, I don't know, build. And then there was Husky. And then this is a drawing I did because based, again, on Moon Nymph, right here. Let's see if I can show you. So it kind of helps to go back. So I was trying to mimic her, the way the body was talking, and the same thing here. It was just something to practice. Felt great. This was fun, drawing these curls on this girl and showing her head in different directions. Really, really cool. That was fun and challenging. And there's another one. This is Enchanted, another Inktober. This was 2019, so just drawing things on my own. And just drawing weird characters. But trying to follow Andrew Loomis's figure drawing. It's not too close, but nearby. Some of these characters were just in my own head, making wild ears and following the line structures. Another Inktober prompt. I don't know what that one was. Frail. Okay. Here I just drew these heads on my own. No reference, just going at it. Maybe I saw a TV show, I don't know, but there was really no reference to it. I was just drawing away. You can see a lot of line work. Lines, because I'm dividing it. First I make the egg shape, then divide it, then cut into proportions. So it's the eyebrows, the nose, the mouth, the chin, and the forehead, and then the ears, and just add the neck. Kind of fun in different angles. Another prompt. This is a beautiful painting. You know, motivates me to put in my sketchbook. I had to put in my sketchbook. It's a beautiful pose. It's by Frederick Lovelace. It's called Senorita. This was 1947. Awesome painting. So I put it in my book because you never know, I might draw it and copy it. Oh, you might hear the ice cream truck because I am recording outside. Well, can't be perfect. I tried. All right, moving on. So we have Inktober here, another one. And then more of the Andrew Loomis mannequin frame. You can see how to draw. He's on his knees and using those lines and understanding proportions. Here's just combinations of pencils I'm using. I guess this was just trying to figure out mixing colors to see, you know, with the cold erase pencils and whatnot and see what I get. But I also did it here too. And then here's another reference, another painting. Now this here, these pencils are the drawing pencils from Derwent that I talked about. And what I did was I tried to experiment and put this on the page with some ink, paint thinner. And it came out really nice. Let me see if I can zoom in so I can show you how fun that was. And I put the name of it next to it so you can see how I did that. Here's a painting of that I just found fascinating. Another one. You're going to see a lot of paintings in this of Guy Orlando Rose by the fireside. So it's really beautiful. And then another model reference, then placed with some gold. And then these are just references to mermaids. I was going through a thing on mermaids, and these are just my own ideas. No, just drawing it on there. I found this little gem. I like this thing about light. It's kind of cool. Top light, and it was on the internet, and I really liked just the drawing, the light, the shade. And this is like a good, useful tool when you're trying to shade in stuff. This was by Charles Carlson, and the name of the book was Art Anatomy Simplified. And I wrote that down there because it's a really good little tool tip. Also on this page is a little model here that I actually got from the Croquis Cafe. Now this model, beautiful model, was my inspiration for my new mermaid drawing I did. Croquis Cafe, it was on YouTube, and then they went to Vimeo, I think, but now they charge $30, which is a great price, by the way, for a resource for pictures. So really useful stuff. Sorry about that blur. And of course, more references. Now, this is important for me because I'm studying the anatomy, and I like this because it shows the human body and the skeleton, and then the outside, and you can see how the bones match up and where the points are, so I can kind of get an idea of where everything is going when I'm drawing. That damn ice cream truck. All right, here's another. This is the flat diagram by Andrew Loomis, who talks about angles and how to, still simplify the chin, the nipples, the navel, the crotch, the bottom of the knee and the heel in angles, and how you can still draw from diagrams, which is a very useful tool too, a flat diagram, and drawing in different ways. And I drew it there as well. Another beautiful painting. So when I open this book, I go, wow, look how beautiful that is. Kind of motivates you to draw. This is Bacchant, I think. I can't pronounce it. And it's by Ferdinand Leek. It's German, 1859 to 1923. It's a beautiful painting. Put it up a little bit closer. Love it. And, here's a little bit of sculptures. I do sculptures too with Sculpty clay, so I kind of measure out and write little formulas here and there and steps in the sketchbook. Here is another drawing. It's by Frederick Karl Fresky, and it's nude in the dappled sunlight. Beautiful painting. So you'll see a cross mixture of pictures and references in my drawings. Here is that. I think I've shown you this before in my video. I've drawn this from a photo reference, but there's some affirmations about don't stop drawing, sketching, painting, sculpt, write, play music, learning, all that good stuff. So, good stuff. And here's another one. Sorry, I didn't mean to hit the camera, but just drawing with the line, working with that, understanding it. And this is where I got playful, because you're going to see a lot of weird designs. Like here's a weird character design. It was just a garbage can, and just thinking about armor, and then drawing a building. So it gets really weird. Here's another one, drawing a guy in armor, and he has the New York wide police thing in a mailbox. Just ideas, just random stuff. And of course, more heads, drawing different types of heads. There's a great, I think her name is Jessie Carp, or Jess Carp. She is an artist on YouTube. She has like the 100 Heads Challenge and the 100 Hands Challenge. Check her channel out. Really cool stuff. She draws really awesome. But I wasn't thinking like that, but I just saw that and I thought about her. But I was just making heads to make heads, so it's kind of nice. Maybe one day I'll do that, 100 Heads Challenge. But it's really fun to practice. So these were all made up out of my mind. No references, just coming up with my own ideas. And then, of course, as I zoom out here for a minute, I'm going to show you more Andrew Loomis. And this is about quick setup proportions, how you set up the body. Let's see if I can show you. Yeah, so you can see how he's putting the triangle, and then putting the bulk, and then the lines, and eventually working your way up to build the shoulders, the crotch. These are just quick setup ideas. and me drawing more faces just because I like to. All right, and more made up faces while adding the quick setup proportion. So these are all made up faces. All these were just made up. All right, I think I got way more to go. All right, so this is just gonna be a part 1 to it, and I'll show you this one as well too. All these faces. So making all these faces. I'm gonna leave it off here, but I'm gonna have a part 2 because this is a big sketchbook, and I try to go through it as much. But I'll have a part 2 coming up. Okay, guys. I hope you enjoy it, and yeah, I'm gonna do a part 2 soon. Woo! Okay, guys, I didn't know how tiring it was to actually turn the pages and talk about it. It was so weird. I never thought it was going to be that hard, but from my experience, it's kind of work. You have to turn the pages and explain. Or you don't have to explain. That was interesting. Who knows? Anyway, I hope you liked the first sketchbook. You know, if you have any comments below, if you want to comment below, if you have anything, you know, I'd like to know what you do. Do you even do sketchbooks? Does anyone do sketchbooks that I know of? Who knows? Maybe you draw on napkins, or maybe you don't. Anyway, I'm curious what you guys draw on, if you even draw. Let me know down in the comments below if you do sketchbooks. And do you actually make it more personal? Do you journalize it? Do you put words? I like to put words too in them. I'm going to learn that. There's another great YouTuber, The Unexpected Gypsy. She does really great art journaling. Check her channel out. Really cool stuff.